Soviets, we need to work with a parliamentary system to achieve our socialist goals.
If we act like that, we will achieve nothing. We must be dedicated to a violent revolution to overthrow the government if we wish to achieve what we want. If you don't agree, then our government will be split into two factions. If anyone wishes to join me, we will be named the Bolsheviks, dedicated to overthrow the government at all costs.
As for my faction, we will take a more moderate approach, working with the government to obtain what we please. We will be known as the Mensheviks.
Man, I'm so tired of this autocracy that Tsar Nicholas has been in control of. He doesn't even care about us serfs, and I'm getting tired of it. With the poor leadership of the Tsar and our poorly equipped army, we have suffered over 2 million losses from the war.
You're right, fellow serf. Especially after the loss of territory from the Russo-Japanese War and the failed attempt of the revolution in 1905, I'm ready to see a new successor revolution in which we would take part of. The rest of the serfs would agree with us, because they too are tired of the conditions we've been living in. With the Tsar taxing what little food we have due to the famine, it is time to overthrow the autocracy.
Even with the Duma caused by the October Manifesto, we still do not have much of a say in the government. We will revolt at all costs, even if it means the Tsar will execute a pogrom like Bloody Sunday in 1905.
Tsarina Alexandra, I am very confused with the situation I am facing right now. I know we are on the verge of yet another revolution, yet I still have to fight in the war. These serfs do not understand that what I'm doing is good for our country. I have to keep my bargain with the Triple Entente in this war, which would ultimately be beneficial to Russia, increasing its power in Europe and its international power.
Don't worry about it, Nicholas. This will all pass soon enough. You must be patient. Please don't kill any more serfs. They are very good people. I have personally met a serf named Gregory Rasputin, who is of the working peasant class. You should really get to know them. I believe he is able to cure our son from hemophilia.
The working class was fed up with the rationing of food that Tsar Nicholas had implemented. This was the direct cause of many men and women in the working class calling for a strike and march that shut down all the factories in the city. This was known as the March Revolution of 1917, which led the Duma to create a provisional government and the abdication of the Tsar. Along with this, Rasputin had secretly become a power behind the Russian throne, contributing to the corruption of Russia, ultimately being assassinated in December of 1916. Since no Tsar was in control anymore, the provisional government and Petrograd Soviet of Workers and Soldiers' Deputies assumed control of the government, but instead of backing out of the war like the public wanted, the provisional government chose to continue fighting in the war.
1. If we want to gain support of the people and have majority in the Petrograd, we must advocate an end to the war.
We should also advocate the redistribution of land to the peasants and transfer a factory to the workers and the relegation of power from the provisional government to the Soviets.
And we can sum up our program with the slogans peace, land, and bread, worker control of production, and all power to the Soviets. Soon enough, I will overthrow that unnecessary provisional government and bring hope to the people of this nation. With my April thesis, Russia will be able to go directly into socialism by bypassing the bourgeois revolution that Marxism advocated.
Lenin, you have to get out of here quick. The provisional government knows you and the Bolsheviks are trying to overthrow them. They're going to eliminate you.
Oh no, looks like I have to flee the country. Finland seems like a nice place.
Idiot.
I, Alexander Kerensky, am the Prime Minister of the Provisional Government. I now have access to free the Bolsheviks and Lenin from prison so they can overthrow the government.
Thank you very much, Kerensky. I see that the time is ripe for the Bolsheviks to take over the government. And with the help of Leon Trotsky, who was a fervent revolutionary, we will seize power in the name of the Soviets. With myself as head of the new Soviet government, I promise peace to our great land, but that will be a challenging task because it would mean a loss for territory. For that, I am signing the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk, withdrawing Russia from the war and giving up Western territory. This loss of land does not matter in the long run because the coming European Socialist Revolution would render national boundaries meaningless.
Despite the promises of peace, a Russian civil war soon began. The Bolshevik army, known as the Reds, were forced to fight against the anti-Bolsheviks, known as the Whites, which lasted 3 years. The Reds were able to come out victorious due to the disunity of the Whites. With the policy of war communism, the Red Army was supplied with weapons and food. The Cheka, which was a secret Red police force, was able to destroy any opponents of the new regime, which allowed Lenin to keep control of Russia.
The Reds will live on.
Despite all the recent events that have happened in Russia, I, Vladimir Lenin, promise prosperity within our country and growth for our nation to become an international power.